Man.
Good morning and welcome to When I first started talking to Mike about doing this, it sounded like an awesome idea. Go and join Mike in Adelaide, drink some wine, get on some internet videos. What could go wrong? And I can't wait, to be honest, although it's now getting to a few weeks away and I've come to the horrible realization that I do not drink red wine at all. So that leaves me in sort of a pickle. So, time to go into training, drink some fucking red wine. Got a CD5s, wash it down, let's do it.
Our love rain like a traffic on the rain. Rubber-necking murderers strain their eyes to say our blood, they're never close enough to read. Commemorating accidents, there's no joy in remembering. That morning train back home from Central, paging through your dog-eared black spring. Pictures of me and you, some Henry and Jude, Baldwin, Bright and cheeks stacked up along the horse ring. The chorus of was one that.
Welcome to the first episode of What About It with Mike, Season 2.
Dos.
Today we're at Samuels Gorge in McLaren Vale. The winemaker has gone to Adelaide for the day, so I've found some surgical grade rubber tube and we're going to siphon this like the good old days in Newcastle, 98. When we used to siphon,
97 after the grand final. Yeah.
When we used to do
Crazy days.
Siphon petrol from your mum's car.
Yeah.
I've never done this before, neither of us have.
No.
But we're gonna get some wine out of these barrels and see what happens. This the barrel here to my right is a 2016 Tempranillo McLaren Vale. Step 1, take out the bung.
Sniff the bung. This is what the inside of a bung looks like.
Fancy glasses. Check.
How do you stop it? Oh no.
Step 2, siphon. Step 3, take hose out of barrel.
When friend first says not 5 seconds later.
Not 5 seconds. Step 4, bung back in. We might just start with a small sip. As we know from previous episodes, this should be done politely in 3 gulps. Let's start with 1.
Cheers.
That's damn fine.
Damn fine wine. I want to say grapey.
Grapey,
Grapes.
yeah. I was picking up on a bit of that.
It's purplish.
Does it not taste like purple though?
I feel
You know
like
what I
it
mean?
tastes purple.
To me that tastes like purple small berries, like mulberry berries sort of thing.
Yep.
Young and fresh, 2016 Tempranillo. Because Tempranillo is like a smaller berry with a thicker skin, you would sort of expect that to be a little bit tannic, especially because it's such a young guy. Alright, so that's 1 sip. We've got 2 sips left.
2. That is just delicious.
It's delightful.
Yeah.
A little bit. Never waste a drop. So, Anthony, as I understand it, you have an album coming out very soon.
Yes, we do.
What's it called?
Tie Your Soul to Mine.
What does it mean?
It's I think it's a lot to do. The album deals with a lot of Ben just became a parent.
Congratulations,
that.
Ben.
So that's a big part of that.
Done.
Also, just the way that we're, as a band, you're kind of indebted to each other. You kind of live and die by each other's success, or lack thereof.
Yes, I was going to mention that failure.
Yeah.
When we talk about...
So those are probably the 2 main themes of the record. I think it's also a song on the record. Actually, it's not, I'm lying.
No title track.
It's a lyric.
And what's the song title of that?
Wagtails?
Wagtails. One of my favourite tracks off the album.
Oh, cool.
Thank you.
Mine too.
I got a sneaky copy of the album yesterday for those at home. Put a couple of songs on the back. You're probably listening to it right now.
Yeah, probably.
Wagtails.
I'm assuming you've already bought it at Sanity.
Sip number 3.
I remember
Delicious.
you, and that's
Alright, you can't see this one at home, guys, but there's another row of barrels here.
Listen to that bung pop. Ooh. Do I need to get ready to pull it out?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go backstage.
Wait. You do it anyway. Alright, Graciano, 2016.
Tastes like red wine. I don't know what I'm talking about anyway, so...
Alright, well let's get on to something that you do know what you're talking about, your band.
There's definitely a move towards kind of playing where the song feels like it should go, rather than on previous records, maybe we try to keep ourselves guessing, keep people guessing their listenings. Definitely just much more of a feel record. All of it was written in the room. I think there was maybe half a song written elsewhere. I think Ben brought Wagtails, that was one.
Mm-hmm.
And others, but everything else was written in the room. So
over like a pretty short period of time, or was it a long period of time?
I think it was 2.5 years ago we started writing.
Oh boy! Did you ever wonder what it might be like to be in a professional band that can write and record an album in a month or two?
Yeah, it can be like, oh, we got this studio time that we're going to use, instead of being like, oh, I'll work. I'll record from like 3 to 6 this afternoon, maybe.
Now, how long has Safe Hands been actually running as a band now?
We played our first show at the very end of 2006.
Like 10 years by the time the album comes out. And
Yeah.
I'll drink to that.
Mm.
When does the album tour start for Tiger Salt and Light?
The first show when the record will be out will be 1st of October with Pup in Newcastle. But then the actual album tour itself will begin at the end of October.
A few months ago, I remember reading a post from Safe Hands' Facebook
Yes.
stating something that I was happy to see. It was a post about violence at shows. A few bands have jumped on that same sort of bandwagon, notably High Tension and Luca Brasi, I suppose.
Camp Cope.
Camp Cope as well, yeah. Can you summarise into 1 to 6 minutes?
1 to 6. Alright.
Well, it's important.
Yeah, it is. It's very important to us that anyone who comes to a show feels safe and can enjoy the show at their own leisure. Obviously, people who get right into stuff, sometimes at the expense of others, they're just trying to enjoy the show to their full extent as well, but it can't impact on somebody else's experience, basically. So yeah, it's just something we've really tried to take on board.
Thoughts about McLaren Vale?
Mate. Jet fuel and all that. Can't melt steel memes.
I'll see you later.
So here I stand, at times insistence of family man, and the lines are blurring between the masses and master plans. And if the great affairs